Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be my middle grade recommendation video. Yes, I've been wanting to make this for a while. It's taken me a while to make. I know a lot of you have been asking for a video like this, and it's finally here. Okay, the reason that it took me so long is because I didn't want to pick too many books so that the video would be too long, and I also wanted to pick the best books possible. I'm not going to talk too much about them because, you know, this is just, you know, a recommendation and you guys can go read them and decide for yourself. Whether you like them or not. A lot of them you've seen already before, that I've talked about them before. A lot of them I've been talking about for the past couple of months, the past couple of years, past few years. So yes, alright, you wanted this, we're gonna do this. Alright, so the first one is the Spider of Chronicles, and that is this is book 1, the field guide, but the whole series is one of my favorite series ever. It is my second favorite series. My first favorite's John Bellairs books. Then this comes second, and then Harry Potter, and then, you know, so on. But I love this series so much. I know that everybody on BookTube has pretty much heard about this, but a lot of people actually haven't read it, which I find crazy because these are so short, so short. I think the first one's only like 110 pages or something. So these are super quick to get through. They're really fun. They're really fantastical, magical. They have a lot of adventure. There is like a tone of darkness in these books, which I love because, you know, I love my dark middle grade books. I don't really read like whimsical type of, I like some whimsical middle grade books, but I'm not really about like unicorns and like, I don't know how to explain it. Just really like happy shit. That's not me. So this does have a tone of darkness to these books, and that's the thing that I really love. The next one, which, you know, I can't do a video without, like this without mentioning John fucking Bellairs. This is the Chessmen of Doom, and this is one of my favorite books that John Bellairs has out. This is the, I don't know what number this is in the Johnny Dixon series, but you can read them out, out of order, it doesn't matter. But this one I love. Also, it takes place in the summer, so if you're looking for a summer read that's also very spooky, magical, and dark, and all of John Bellairs' books are dark, like, that is just like, I think that's one of the reasons why I love dark middle grade so much, is because his books are fucking dark. So yes, read them, please read them. I will pimp his books out and push his books as much as I can because I love him so much. But this one is about Johnny and Professor Childermass, and his brother dies, if I'm not mistaken. Professor Childermass's brother dies, and he leaves him this estate, and he can only have it if he does something. So he has to go stay there for the summer, and a bunch of crazy shit happens. I think it's an evil warlock who's trying to do something, and some of it has a lot to do like with the stars, and like, I don't know, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. A lot of adventure in this. There is some spookiness, there are some scary parts in here, so I'm telling you, if you're looking for something like that, you need to go pick up John Bellairs. The next one is 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison, which is one I've mentioned numerous times on my channel. And this is the first book in the 13 Treasures trilogy. And this one is about a young girl named Tanya who goes to visit her grandmother, and she can see fairies. And there's some really creepy stuff happening at her grandmother's house. There's some dark shit. Dark, you get the theme right. There's some dark shit going on. These also are very dark. And with the fairies, there was a girl who went missing a very long time ago, and the caretaker of this land was blamed for her death. And it's like really crazy. You find out all this really creepy stuff, and I don't know, I love this book so much, and I can't, like, you know, can't pimp it out enough. So go read 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. Then the next one, which is a series that I just got into that I fell in love with, and it's also one of my favorite series now, and that is A Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 1, The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. The whole series is really great. I'm almost done with the last book. I'm listening to it right now, and I'm just really like, I'm gonna miss these characters so much. But if you don't know what the series is about, I mean, I'm not gonna explain it because you should fucking know, because it's fucking everywhere. But it's fun, it's very dark, it's hilarious, it's morbid, and it's crazy, and I love it. And the next one, which is one I think you guys see me mention a lot on here for the past couple of months actually, is 7 Dead Pirates by Linda Bailey. Yas. And this one I love a lot. After, I didn't really think that I was gonna like it because I got it from the library first, and it was about pirates, and I'm not really a pirates type of person, but this was amazing. Did I say that it's become one of my favorite books? Because it has, and I love it so much. If you love pirates, you like Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that, Spider of Chronicles type, you know, I would really recommend this. It's about a boy who inherits with his parents his grandfather's house, and he was really close with his grandfather who passed away. And there's these 7 dead pirates who haunt the house, and they become friends with him, and the parents want to sell the house, or I think they're gonna have it demolished or something, I forgot, but he's trying to figure out how to move the pirates to their original ship, which is in a museum like down the street, and he's trying to figure out how to do that before he has to leave the house. And it's just really cute, really fun, and I love this one so much. So if you haven't read that one, I would really recommend it. Then the next one is also another pretty damn dark one, and that is The Cavendish Home for Boys and Girls by Claire Legrand. I've talked about this one on my channel as well. This also is one of my favorite books, and that's a funny thing, because that is a very difficult thing to get from me. Like, if you're gonna be one of my favorite books, you gotta be the shit, and that's difficult. And I don't have a lot of them, and now I do, and now I have quite a few, which is really funny to me. Yes, this is about a young girl whose best friend goes missing, and the town is acting a little bit weird, and she's trying to figure out what's going on and where the hell her best friend went. And there's this home that's down the street that she finds very weird. There's a woman there who is taking care of all these kids, and something just doesn't seem right with this woman. And she figures out what's going on. It gets crazy. It completely turns into a different book towards the end, and it's just amazing. Like, I loved it so much. It's really dark. I would say this is like Beetlejuicy, Coraline type. Like, I don't know. I really love this one a lot. And yes. Then the next one is The Curiosity House, the book 1, The Shrunken Head by Lauren Oliver and H.C. Chester. This one I love so much. This is a middle grade mystery novel, and when I first read it, I thought it was gonna be like it was gonna have magical elements in here, but there isn't any. I forget. No, there isn't any magical elements in here. But these are about these 4 orphans who live in this what is it called? I forgot. It's like a museum. It's like a curiosity museum, and they are trying to figure out who killed this man, because the person who runs their little house is getting arrested for it. They're being framed, and they're trying to figure out who killed this person, and all this crazy stuff happens, and it's just amazing. I love it so much. If you like series of unfortunate events, you will love this. Like, you will love this. Yeah, so I read this first, but after reading, you know, a lot of the Fortunate Events books, I could say that they're very similar, and they're really fun. They're both very fun, very adventurous, and I don't know, I like them a lot. And then the last one, which is one I already know, you know what it is, you know. Liesl and Po by Lauren Oliver. This is my baby. I love this book so much. I don't know, I can't stop thinking about it. I read it, I think, already a couple of months ago. I can't stop. Like, it's in my head all the time, and I don't know, that hasn't really happened to me in a very long time. Like, I can't even think. I'm trying to think right now, and I can't even think of a book that has done that to me. Like, the John Blair's books do that to me because they're my favorite, but I haven't really read a book that stuck with me for months. Like, it's just really weird. But I also have a close, you know, connection to this because, you know, the death in here of her father. But it's like, it's just something. I mean, my dad's not dead, but my grandfather died, and I was really close with him, and this just made me think about him a lot. And it's just, I don't know, I love this book so much, and I can't, like, if you follow me on Twitter, you know, on there I mention this almost every fucking day. If you haven't read it, you need to fucking read it, okay? You can get the paperback. I would recommend you get the hardback because it's beautiful. So if you can get the hardback, get the hardback. The paperback cover to me is, yeah, I don't know, I don't really like it that much, but go read this book. It is, I haven't even mentioned what it's about. It's about a little girl. I'm holding it upside down because I love it so much. And I'm pushing it up against my face like it's a baby, because it is my baby. A little girl named Liesl, whose father dies, and she is trying to figure out a way to sort of put him to rest. And so she decides that she's going to put the box that his ashes are in at this tree, and then she gets a help from this ghost named Po, who comes to visit her in her room. And this also is one of those books where things happen right in the first sentence. Right in the first sentence of the book, things are just boom. There's no huge introduction or anything. That boom, things are happening. So yes, and she gets this help from this other boy named Will, who also is having problems with himself. And there's just all this crazy stuff going on. It's amazing. I love it so fucking much. And just please go read this, okay? To me, there's no way you can be, there's no way that, there are people though who have given this 2 stars and like a 1 star and said that it sucked. Come see me. Come see me. Because I want to fight you. Because how? This middle grade amazingness, just no. How can you hate it? How? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, of course not everyone's gonna like every book, but this just, I don't know. I love this book so much, and when people don't like it, I'm just like, when are you talking about? But yes. Okay, so I have all these books that I gotta put back on my shelf now, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Let me know if you've read any of these. If you're going to read them, please tell me that you're going to read them. And if you have any middle grade books that you think that I would love, especially dark ones, put them all below and I will check them out. So yes, I will see you guys next time. Bye.